we know that light requires about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to come to the earth from the sun. Yes, that's, yeah, 300,000 kilometers per second, meters per second. Yeah. Uh, what is the speed of light? How can I forget? Is it 300,000 kilometers per second, or is it meters per second? Let's quickly um, let's check it out. Let's go to speed of light. I think, yeah, speed of light. Yeah, meters per second. About 300,000 meters per second is the speed of light. So, once again, the question is, we know that light takes this much time, about 8 minutes 20 seconds, to travel from the sun to the earth. Now, what does it mean? If the sun hypothetically disappears, then we will not see the sun after 8 minutes or 20 seconds. My question is, will the earth continue orbiting the sun for until that 8 minutes and 20 seconds is elapsed, or will the impact of the disappearance of the sun be instantaneous? If it's instantaneous, then we can say there is nothing faster than the light. So can we use it for human travel in the future? Okay. Oh, good question. Okay, so let's put the solar system on the screen. Let us put that on the screen. Okay. Uh, 1 second. Let's go to this. And solar system. And so this is what the solar system looks like. Let's take this as an example. So we have the sun. Okay, this is a very, let's say, let's take this toy image as an example. So you have the sun at the center, then you have the planets around it: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and they have omitted Pluto, but whatever. Okay, so we have these objects in orbit around the sun. Now let us do a thought experiment. It's called a thought experiment or a Gedanken experiment. Let's say we make the sun disappear like that. So all of a sudden, there is no sun at the center of the solar system. What happens now? What happens? So there are two perspectives, two ways of looking at this. So keep this image of the solar system in your mind. The sun with the planets going around it. It's a very rough image, but you get it. So we make the sun magically disappear in our thought experiment. So when the sun disappears, what happens? There are two perspectives, like I said. One is the Newtonian perspective. One is the Einsteinian or general relativistic perspective. From the Newtonian perspective, gravity is an action at a distance force. Okay? So from the Newtonian perspective, the moment the sun disappears, all the planets that are going in circles suddenly will be in free fall. They'll just fly off in all directions instantaneously. Instantaneously, they'll all fly off. Because of the sun's gravitational pull, they are being forced to travel in circles or ellipses. Okay, so let's say circular paths just to make it simple. They're traveling in circles because they're being pulled by the gravitational force of the sun. If the sun disappears, they will instantly fly off in straight lines. Okay, that's what happens from the Newtonian perspective. Now, okay, and that's what happens from the Newtonian perspective. Now, what about the general relativistic perspective? From the perspective of general relativity, gravity is not an action at a distance magical force. What we perceive as the force of gravity is actually the curvature of space-time, which is produced by the presence of mass. So in GR, in general relativity, the universe is a four-dimensional stage, space-time, space and time together, four-dimensional structure, and the presence of mass curves space-time, and the curvature of space-time tells mass how to move. So because this sun, this massive object, is present over there, that's why the space-time is curved by it, and this curvature of the space-time tells all the planets to move in circular or elliptical orbits. Now, in general relativity, there's a speed limit, which is the speed of light. Nothing travels faster than the speed of light. So if the sun magically disappears, then So it's light rays are traveling to the earth. Now it suddenly disappears, so there's no more light coming in. But those light rays which were already emitted, they will keep on traveling towards the earth. And for the next 8 minutes and 20 seconds, we will keep on seeing the sun, even though it's actually disappeared already. So we will not come to know for 8 minutes and 20 seconds that the sun has actually disappeared. And it's only then that the gravitational effects will become apparent. So for 8 minutes 20 seconds, the Earth will continue in its orbit, and it will continue seeing sunlight and seeing the sun as if it's there. It's only after 8 minutes 20 seconds that you will suddenly perceive darkness, that the sun has disappeared, and then Earth and the other planets will fly off in different directions. That's what actually happens. So the correct perspective is the Einsteinian or general relativistic perspective. The Newtonian perspective is the older and rather obsolete perspective. We still use Newtonian physics a lot when it comes to, let's say, space travel. Uh, if you want to send people to the moon and bring them back, you can use Newtonian mechanics for it. You don't need to use general relativity. That's how accurate Newtonian mechanics actually is. But the correct picture, the correct perspective is the general relativistic perspective. So what will really happen is what I just described. Even though the sun has actually disappeared by magic, we won't know it for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. It's only then that we will suddenly realize the sun has disappeared. So that's how it goes, and we can't use these magical effects for travel faster than light or any such thing, because you cannot break the speed limit. You can't violate the universal speed limit, which is c, the speed of light.